Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be the products that I want to use up in 2014 and a couple of beauty resolutions for the year. So last year I also did this where I identified a group of products that I wanted to use up and I kept them on my vanity and I used them throughout the year and I did pretty well. I used up all but one of the products. And I did tuck that one back in my jar again for this year, mainly to see if I could whittle it down a little bit further. So I'll talk about that when I get to it. And you will notice this year that most of these products are higher end products, and that was a very deliberate decision on my part. I wanted to use up and enjoy products that I've spent money, significant money on, you know, more than drugstore money on. And that's kind of my theme for this year in terms of a beauty resolution, is that I really want to use and enjoy the products that I have spent money on that are considered prestige or mid-level or even higher end products, instead of saving them for good. I often hear these beauty bloggers talking about, oh, I got this wonderful, beautiful, fill in the blank, usually a blush or an eyeshadow, and it's usually from Tom Ford or Burberry or something very expensive, and they're like, well, but I'm going to save it for good. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? You've already spent the money, so you might as well enjoy the product. So my daughter has also joined in and identified a bunch of products that she wanted to use up for 2014. She's posted them on her blog, and I have a link to her blog down in the info box down below. If you want to check that out, you certainly can. And we created a hashtag to put out there for people who want to share their products with everybody in the YouTube beauty, Instagram, Twitter universe, and it's going to be hashtag UseUp2014, and I'm going to put that down here. So if you are interested in participating in this Use Up project, I would love it if you would tweet me or Instagram me or email me a photograph of the products that you are planning on using up. Maybe holding them up so I can see you. And then I'd like to, if you are agreeable with that, I would include some of those photographs at the end of my next Mask Monday video. So go ahead, get tweeting and gramming and whatever else you want to call it, sending me your pictures of products that you want to use up. Hashtag UseUp2014. So let's get started and look at the things that I've identified for this year. The first thing that I pulled out was this mask from GlamGlow. I really love this mask, and I thought, oh, before I do this video, I'll do a quick mask and then jump into the shower. And I pulled this one out, and I was horrified, stunned, I don't know. It was like looking like it was starting to dry up around the edges, and I was like, are you kidding me? I have the cap screwed on tightly. It's tucked inside a little bin where it's kept, you know, again, you know, kind of sealed. And I thought, no, I need to pull this out and use it. So I did do a Mask Monday featuring this mask, and I'll include links to any products that I've done videos on that I'm showing you today. I'll include links below in case you want to get a closer look at them. So, GlamGlow Supermud mask. The next item I pulled out is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and you can't see because I've already shaken it up, but it's about halfway. I've used about half of it. It's a really beautiful match for my skin. I like the formula quite a bit, but one of the reasons I stopped using it is it doesn't have an SPF in it. And this year I have discovered like a day cream from Paula's Choice that has an SPF 30 in it, so I'm thrilled to be able to pull this out and use this with confidence that I'm not going to be giving myself any additional sun exposure. So I really like this foundation. Today I applied it with my fingers and then I buffed it in with my Real Techniques, what brush? Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to kind of give it a really flawless look. So sticking with some face products, I also included the Benefit Fake Up Concealer, and I've used a fair amount of this, as you can see there, but I still have quite a bit left to go. And I like this concealer. It's a little bit heavier coverage than some of the other ones that I used on a regular basis. And I like it probably a little bit more in the summertime. I think it's a tad dry for me this time of year. I did use it today, but I do in general really like this concealer. And then for my blush today, I have the NARS blush in Lovejoy. And I bought this probably, I don't know, over a year ago. I used it a little bit, and then I tucked it away and I used other things, and I kind of forgot about it. And it's really just a beautiful, I don't know, bronzy, pinky color. I really like it, but like I said, I tucked it away and hadn't really used it, so I had to be realistic on this one. I know I'm not going to use up an entire blush, even if this was probably the only blush I used this year. Maybe not. But I'm going to use other blushes. So my goal for this is really, I want to hit pan of some kind on this blush. And then the last face product I have is something I mentioned in my year-end favorites and fails, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder in Dim Light. This was a fail for me, but I'm putting it out there to try and use it up, or use some of it. Find out maybe if there's a way that I like to use it better. Today I used it a little bit around my nose, on my cheekbones, and under my brow. I think they're lovely powders, but I don't think this enhances my skin in any way. I feel like it accentuates the pores on my face, so we'll see how far I get with that. But I want to give it a fair shake because I did spend a crazy amount of money on that. So the next item is a little cream eyeshadow from Buxom in the color Mutt, which is a bronzy taupe color. I don't know if you can see there. I've used quite a bit of this. This is such a lovely little creamy eyeshadow. It has a beautiful feel. It glides on the eye lovely. It gives you kind of a glossy eye look. I wouldn't say it's particularly great for using under your as an eye base, but it just dries down too much to really work as an eye base, in my opinion. But it's a lovely little cream eyeshadow. And I'm mostly worried about this drying up. So it has a drugstore dupe that I own, which is the Color Tattoo Bad to the Bronze. Yeah, they're virtually identical, although this formula is much more luxurious and smooth. But this is better as an eye base. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to use up the more expensive version of this before it dried out. So the other eye product I have here is my repeat from last year. And it's Evercolor Shadow Stick from Mally in the color Purple Rain. And this was virtually a full tube last year. I have about that much left. As you can see, it's a pretty vibrant purple color, which is why, you know, you can only use it in certain instances, in my opinion. But I do like it paired with this eyeshadow. So I have a little bit of it put in on the corner and under my eyes for today's look. So in my hand, I have 8 black eyeliners. They're all pencils except for this one liquid one from Stila. And I thought, okay, I really need to get a grip on this. I think you end up with a lot of black eyeliners because if you buy a kit of something, they often just throw in a black eyeliner. And, you know, because it's a basic, everybody needs it. But I identified, I have Urban Decay 24/7 in Zero and Perversion. And I identified these because I also have those same colors in the dual-ended Naked pencils. So I figured I need to focus on my older versions of these and use these up since I still have, you know, the half pencil in these colors as well. So I've pulled these out to use these up, and today I used Zero to tightline my upper lash line. So sticking with that high-end theme, I pulled out this Dior mascara that I picked up last fall. I hardly have used it. One of the reasons I haven't used it is it has a little rubber brush. I'm not a huge fan of rubber brushes, although as rubber brushes go, this is acceptable. It's a lovely mascara. I think that it goes on nice, it wears well, and the brush is small enough so that you can put it on the lower lash line without making a big clumpy mess. But do I think it's any better than a drugstore mascara? No. So I want to use it up. It's a nice product. I spent a fair amount of money on it, so that's one of the reasons why that's in this pile as well. And then I'm going to finish up. I have a handful of lip products. And I'm going to start off with this Satin lip pencil from NARS. I'll leave the name of this below because it's unpronounceable to me. I just can't do it. It's a pretty color, and I'm not wearing this today because I thought it kind of clashed with the clothes I'm wearing. So it's a nice kind of mauve-y, brownish, pinkish color. I like it. I like the formula. I despise the packaging. I don't like to have to sharpen my lipstick, okay? So I learned a lesson there. I will never be purchasing another lip product that I have to sharpen. The ones that you can screw up, those are fine. But the fact that you have to sharpen this, I don't care for that at all. That just does not appeal to me. And then to finish up, I have 3 liquid lipsticks from Mally. And as you can see, there's not much in any of them. I've used up quite a bit of them, but I thought, you know what? I should finish these up and get them out of my collection because they're big. They take up a lot of room. And today I'm wearing the color Orchid. It's one of the darkest ones I own. I really like this formula. I don't really feel like it's as much coverage as a lipstick, but I really like these for using during the day over a lipstick that, you know, you've had your cup of coffee, your lips are a little dry, maybe the color's a little uneven. You put one of these on over and you've kind of refreshed your lip color a little bit and gotten yourself through to lunch. They're also great for keeping in the car because they really don't melt. So I've used them that way too. I don't, if you're gonna if you're looking into purchasing these, make sure you read carefully. Some of them have a little bit of glitter in them, like this one does, and I don't care for that so much. I find that then the glitter kind of is left behind on your lips and can kind of look a little weird depending on how that goes. But I should be able to use these up without any problem. So if you were keeping count, that's 14 products for 2014. So again, I hope if you do this, you will hashtag it, Instagram me, tweet it to me, let me be able to search on that and pull your pictures up, and I'll include them at the end of my next Mask Monday. So I just wanted to finish talking about my beauty resolutions. I talked about my biggest one, which is using up products that I spent good money on that are higher end products. I have a couple ways I'm going to do that this year. This is one, and then I have another one that I'll share with you in another video later on. And the only other thing that I really have wanted to focus on beauty-wise is to finish things that I have started in general. And that can be a hand lotion, it can be a shampoo or a hair product, or, you know, so often you go, oh, this is great, you buy all these new things and then you have little drips and drabs of things. So finish what I start, use my high-end products and really enjoy them. And those are really my only New Year's resolutions, or not New Year's resolutions, beauty resolutions for the upcoming year. The only other thing I wanted to chat with you about is there are some products that I'm really interested in trying this year. And I wanted to share that with you and also see if there's anything out there that you really love that you think that I should look into. So if you have anything that you would like to suggest, please leave it in the comments below. Some of the things I really want to explore, I really want to try the Makeup Geek eyeshadows out. I hear so much about them and they look terrific. So I want to try those. I want to try some more things from Makeup Forever, and definitely interested in the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I hear a lot of great things about that, and maybe the concealer there as well. So those are the things that I'll be looking at moving forward, so they might show up in a future haul. Don't be surprised if they do. So thank you so much for joining me today and taking a look at the products that I want to use up in 2014. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and stay in touch this year. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.